Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Ottawa, Canada. And today we are going to be using some fun products from Stampin' Up! Some are from the mini catalog, the January to April mini catalog. And these sentiments, Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera Pack, are from the catalog. So you get 2 sheets of each. You just punch them out and add them to your cards. Makes it really easy. So there's that sheet. This one, so black on white, and then 1 sheet of white on black. So we're going to be using some of those. And then we're also going to be using this beautiful Everyday Happiness paper. Stampin' Up! Has come up with a scrapbooking line, and this is part of the scrapbooking line, although I'm going to be using it for cards. So with your pack of paper, which is the same price as a pack of specialty paper here in Canada, you get 1 sheet of these stickers. They're actually stickers that you can use, and they all coordinate, obviously. And then a pack of 12 sheets of Designer Series paper. And the Designer Series paper is gorgeous. It's got that whitewash look. Here's the 3 patterns on this side. And then you flip it over to the other 3 patterns. So you get 12 sheets, 4 of each. And I have 2 backs, that's why I have 2 sticker sheets. And we're also going to be using the linked together. We're just going to be using the dies today, although I have used the sentiments. It's got beautiful sentiments. Wishing you a happy day, wishing you the best, wishing you a lifetime of love, so happy for you, enjoy, oh, just a note. Really nice sentiments, but I love these. And I love what Stampin' Up! Has done with some of their sets is when you die cut this out, you get 4 of the flowers, so you're not spending a lot of time die cutting. Beautiful sprig, branch, some larger flowers, and this really pretty lattice. This diamond shape, an oval, and another sprig. So that's what we're going to be featuring on our cards today. And I did get some inspiration from Gail Ellis, who is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in, I think, Australia. And I've also used that paper for my upcoming class, which is All Occasions class on March 29th. You can come in person to my home in Ottawa, or you can get the class to go. So I'm just going to show you quickly a little sneak peek of the cards we'll be making. It's an all occasions, so you can add any sentiment that you want. So we're doing a sympathy card using that Everyday Happiness, thank you, or whatever, Everyday Happiness. Beautiful side cut, Everyday Happiness, and then this is Floral Delight. So information on my blog, mariannecowan.com. All right, and I already did use the linked together dies to make these cards, which are very pretty. And you will find a blog post and a video of those on my blog. And I have been playing with this paper for a little while, so I'll just show you some of the other cards that I've made. This is a fun fold. You put your sentiment in there. Another little fun fold. This one is using the cute little seagulls stamp set, which is a free celebration item available until February 28th. Another cute fun fold. Those are using the stickers. And another one that's using the stickers, and these are the stickers as well. So this paper is very versatile. You can use it for lots of different images. So today we're going more floral than we have before. So let's start with this one. I cut these out a long time ago, so I'm hoping I remember how to put them together. So we do have, when you cut out your die, just make sure that you get these little pieces at the ends. And if you use an adhesive sheet, it works really well also. But I am not going to be using an adhesive sheet. So the coordinating colors for this card are Lost Lagoon, And then the Designer Series paper features Lost Lagoon. All right. Let's try my other glue. That glue was working not 5 minutes ago. This one is Wild Wheat, which was not a favorite color when it was launched, but depending on what you put it with, it can be really pretty. These are some things that I fussy cut out of the paper. There is a coordinating stamp set and dies to go with Everyday Happiness. I do not have it. Sometimes I just get the paper and work with the pack of paper. And in my classes, I often provide a pack of paper for you to work along with. All right, so this is going to go on here. And so I'm just carefully putting glue along the edge. As I said, if you had an adhesive sheet and remember to use it, you could avoid this step. But you just go slow and it's all good. So let's add this to the middle of our card. Because it has lines, it's easy to see where it should be going. I'm not sure what those pieces are for. I don't think this was the original design, but I am going to add this because I kind of like it. So I'm being careful to cut it as straight as possible. This would also look nice inside the card. Okay, so now we have that, and then we have our hello. Which we're going to pop up, and then we'll add some flowers. And of course, Wink of Stella. There's also a pretty ribbon that coordinates with this paper. I do believe it's retired, but you might have it in your stash. And that is the Lost Lagoon bordered ribbon. It's really pretty. We'll see if we need that after. So now I have some florals, so I'm going to put this one flat. That's a large one. I also cut out some leaves. Gray granite is the coordinating color. We'll just pop a couple of these. To go along with these leaves here. And then let's use a wild wheat, I think. Yeah, that's good size. Wasn't sure if we needed the smaller one, but I think that's good. Okay, we'll put that right on top. And then I think that's enough for the front. Let's put a couple inside. So we'll take some leaves. Just put it down in the corner. And because it's on the inside of the card, I'm not going to pop anything up, and that's a lot of glue. So we'll share. And then I did cut out some of these little dots. One of the sheets of Designer Series paper has these little dots on it, just for a fun little element. Now I did get a bit of glue there, so we don't want to close that right up. All right, so let's get rid of some of these. So there we go, hello. Now, obviously, we need Wink of Stella. And I am going to add some antique pearls. These are really pretty. I believe they're in the catalog. I can't remember which suite they're part of. Maybe the storybook one, which for my spring stamp camp is going to feature the storybook suite of products. So let's just add some, and they come in 3 different sizes. These ones are quite large. I have been using mostly these ones. Just add a little bit of bling. I think it needs 2. All right. So there we have our first card with hello and some little elements inside, which I'm going to stand up because there is a bit of glue there. Okay, so our next one is again using basic white. To be honest, I always use just regular. I don't use the thick white for the card bases because I tend to put a lot of layers on, so I don't feel like I need as many. Okay, so now we need to decide this, this, and this. Yeah, I'm going to do this side for this one. Or am I? Let me try again. This, this, and this. No, I'm going to go with a check because I am introducing blue flowers. But obviously you can do either side, would be pretty. Then this is embossed using the Distressed Brick embossing folder, which I love. My favorite embossing folder was the Subtle embossing folder, which I still have, but it is really nice. So again, making sure you poke these out. And we're going to add it to this piece of paper. I'll have all the measurements on my blog, because you do want to know. This one is pretty exact. I'm going to do it this way. Just want a really thin strip. I think that might work. Whoopsie. Now when I have something like this, sometimes what I'll do to get it to stick is turn it upside down. All right, pretty good. Not 100%, so I'm just going to trim this. It's just paper. Easy to fix. Now that is going to get popped up using dimensionals. I think you'll find that this die set is one that you'll use quite a bit. I have found that to be the case. Just the shape of the diamond and the oval are really unique. All right, so we've got all those. Let's put this on. Now I could have put some glue in here, but I didn't really feel like I needed to. And then we're going to put this one here. This one is from the Lavender die set. You just want something with height and just little leaves. And this one is from the set. So we're just adding a bit of glue. I don't like gluing all the leaves down because I like them to have a little bit of height. You might have wanted to do this before you added this so you could get it on nice and flat, but I think it'll be fine. Now here are the flowers. There's some small ones and big ones. I'm just going to give them some texture. No, this isn't texture. It's a little bit of a 3D effect. And I'm going to put a glue dot on, knowing that there's a hole in the middle, but I'm going to add gems. So I think it'll be fine. There's one. Two. You can add as many as you want. I'm just going to add 3, I think. Three. And now we'll take our antique pearls. I wasn't sure if I was going to add large flowers or small flowers. Take our antique pearls and put one in the middle of each flower. So pretty. These are the perfect size. And as I said, they're nice and flat. Now for this one, we're going to use one of our sentiment pieces. And I'm going to use Thankful for You. And I am going to pop this up. With dimensionals, I'll use a little one over here and here. So pretty. I love these little sayings, or sentiments, I should say. Very pretty. You could add some more antique dots, but you know what? I think it has enough. All right, so that's our second card, using more florals than the other cards had on them. All right, one more, and this one is definitely a copy of the one that Gail Ellis did. She has such beautiful card designs. Sometimes I'll look at it and change it up a bit. This one I think is pretty much, well, she had butterflies on hers. I don't have butterflies on mine. So again, that is the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. When it's a 3D one, I find white glue is the best, and you need to put a fair amount on. All right, so here we have our 2 diamonds, and you can see they're the exact same size, but her trick, and I could use a paper cutter for this. My handy dandy little paper cutter. So she took it and cut it right in half. So then we have a top and a bottom. We're going to glue those on, and you look and say, that doesn't look very good, but wait till I show you the trick. So I'm going to just put glue on the top here and here. So we'll add this piece. We want about maybe a little less than 1/4 of an inch. But we do want it to look the same on the top and the bottom. All right. That's going to go here, but we're going to take this piece and put it right across so you cannot see that seam. I think that's brilliant. So let's put this on first. We're just going to put it on. I'm not going to try to get fancy and add dimensionals. We're just going to put it flat. We do want it centered on the card. I think that's good. Then we'll add our little 1 inch by 4 inch piece. That's going to hold everything in place. Hope I'm in camera zoom. And for this one, we're going to be using Thinking of You right here. And then we're going to add some sprigs of different colors. So this one is Pretty Peacock. Add a bit of glue. And then Lost Lagoon. We're gonna have so many pretty cards. This would be a really nice gift to give somebody, just a set of all of these cards with different sentiments. And you can also, sometimes I like to, oopsie, just cut them and you have more ways to use them. I'm tucking this one under the paper so you can't tell that it's, there we go. And then I am going to put one down here. We'll go with Peacock, Pretty Peacock. Stampin' Up! Always does fun names. Okay, now more flowers. I'm going to do the same little trick to get them a little bit 3D, and then just attach them with glue dots. So obviously you can use any paper you have at home for these cards, but the Everyday Happiness is really pretty. Just saying. And if you had pretty peacock, there was at one time some pretty peacock gems. I probably have some floating around somewhere. That would be pretty as well. Although I find just the gems in the middle of the floral flowers seems to be enough. It's a little more subtle, I think. Okay, let's add some flowers to this. We're just using all small ones for this card. We're going to end up with a even number, which I don't usually do, but that seems to be all I have cut out here. So it's fine. Sometimes in cards you just have to break the rules and go with what's on your desk, especially when you're doing a video. All right, and you could add Wink of Stella to the flowers as well. So let's add this, I think. Deciding if I want it popped up or not. Let's try it popped up. I think I want just these little ones. I love the edge pieces because they're not quite as big. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let's add this. You could put a little circle or something underneath of it, but because we have this designer series paper, I think it'll show up nicely. Thinking of you. All right. So pretty. So that's 3 more cards to add to our collection, but this time focusing on florals and using the amazing Linked Together dies. I didn't use the stamp set. That's from a different, the Hello is from a different stamp set. All right, so here's the 3 from today. Do you have a favorite? I don't know, they're all quite different and unique, and I think they're all very pretty. So let's put out all the cards that we've made with this paper. So we've got our 3 florals. Whoopsie. Then our fun folds. Our seagull and these 2. Awesome. So this paper is really versatile. As you can see, the color palette is beautiful. And you can use it for feminine cards, you can use it for more masculine cards, or whatever you decide to design. Thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so that you will know when I post a new video. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.